Let's start with our first topic today, which is Confucius once said, 己所不欲，勿施于人, which is do not impose on others what you do not wish upon to yourself. So as we are entering this world right now, you can have conversations with people face to face, you can have conversations with people online. It is a global dialogue happening. It's very easy to talk to someone from another country literally with the click of a button. So when we say do not impose on others what you do not wish upon yourself, how do you see that in the context of social media and content creating?
And that kind of also parallels right to the golden rule of like treat others how you want to be treated, right? Is that what you say? So I think on those sort of lines, when I'm producing content, I want to create content that I feel very inspired and uplifted by, and it's through invoking that sort of positivity that it radiates outwards, and so that's kind of how I create my content as a way to channel the divine and channel that good feeling to spread it to others.
What about Len?
Yeah, I mean, as he said, you receive what you give, and whenever I start to question sort of like what I'm doing and what I'm creating, I always go back to that core theme of like, what do I want other people to create? What do I want to see? And what do I want to bring into this world that evokes those emotions, I mean, even of benevolence? And all of these sort of Confucian beliefs can be tied back into the modern age. And how do we want to portray ourselves? How do we want to give ourselves to the world? And what's the best way that we can be and experience that for ourselves?
Absolutely. What about Jackson? How do you see
I kind of agree with
this?
like both of you guys said, but I want to use like MBTI as an example because MBTI is like such a trend right now.
Yeah.
For example, we always ask people, are you introverted or extroverted? Like for introverts, they will be like, it's very hard for them to just say hi. It takes a lot of courage for introverts saying hi, but while extroverts will be like, it's not a thing. But people from the internet right now, they tend to communication with people with more compassion, with more emphasis. They will understand the differences right now. So especially Gen Z, I feel like that's exactly reflect to the 己所不欲，勿施于人. Like what you don't want to do to others, don't do it to me.
Yeah.
I think that's thing we can trace back to the philosophy that Confucius raised. I think that's a good point.
Yeah.
So it's a wisdom from 2,500 years ago. It comes from, let's say, Confucius China. But for example, in the Arab culture, we have almost the exact same proverb that says like, do not treat your brother or your neighbor the way that you don't want to be treated. So that's like two civilizations, I would say, matching in a concept that is today global.
Well, I think what we're tapping into is universal wisdom, and I think that's what Confucius did. He tapped into this wisdom that is available for everyone, and he was just a master at being able to really tap into that, and that's something that we can all learn so much about, because if we can tap into this universal language, then we can live in the most aligned ways.